Baton
with the stamp on the brick.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
at the Louis store.
10 on my
Action main.
and I've been with
They took my main.
turned up round his.
Your name came up.
You got shot in your
This nigga Baton
with the stamp on the brick.
Rest in peace, Ivan Smith.
We steady with the
Ain't home in 09.
got straight to the
90 days later,
ran him up round his
got Gorilla Gang with me.
and we stay with
No, we ain't got no deal.
doing this by
TBG Gorilla Gang.
landlord be the click.
Turn your day into nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all know the Razzle sound.
I ain't a rapper. I ain't
You
nothing
know.
like these rappers,
Yeah.
and I don't with these rappers.
That's his real
Come on, you know, real trap, a real street. You know. Believe that. Yeah.
Catch us in traffic.
Nigga, reality show on the way.
Look, if he no, not him. You wouldn't even think that like he look like G Money. He looked like a sweet like kid.
And let's be real, we all know one thing. When you in the streets, when you got beef, karma don't forget about you. It might take years, but it's coming. And when they catch up with you, what you gonna do? Because in 2026, we already seeing clear as day, karma outside. But what happened when it's so real that you can't even go to the gym? When it don't matter if you trying to change your life, they still coming for you. And that's exactly what happened here. Less than 24 hours ago, a CEO known in the streets of Baton Rouge was gunned down leaving the gym. A man who built the label, helped create opportunity even from behind bars. He was even connected to one of the biggest artists in the world, an NBA YoungBoy, which we'll later talk about, only for everything to end. Right after tension inside his own circle started going public, deaths back to back, and even having his label being submitted not even in Baton Rouge history, but in hip-hop history. But the question is this, was this karma, or was this something that was always coming? Today we break it down in chronological order while paying our respects. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Before TBG was known to be a rap label, Top Boy Gorilla was originated in South Baton Rouge in the Uptown area in the early 90s. In the early 2000s, most might know TBG by a good friend of Lil Boosie, Don Ivy Smith, aka Birdman. Unfortunately, he was gunned down in 2025 on his 25th birthday, him alongside two other TBG members. May they all three rest in peace and love condolences to their families.
Now with you, nigga. Believe that.
I watched the tears roll down your face.
But by the mid-2010s, about a decade after Lil Ivy was gunned down, a TBG member would take their name that started in the neighborhood and try to make it a record label. Starting off, this label would even have the very early stages of NBA YoungBoy, who's in some people's eyes the biggest artist in the world today. But that connection alone would lead to one of the most deadliest hip-hop wars in the 21st century. Eventually, NBA YoungBoy will leave, and you'll later hear how he was discovered by TBG and why he left. But nonetheless, Cleezy 5 was determined to try to make a legit stream of income with TBG. One of their biggest artists was the very first artist, G Money. Now, before the music had took off, Cleezy 5 would get arrested. But before then, you saw G Money with a TBG chain and Cleezy 5 as the CEO, amping his artists in various videos.
Lately I've been feeling like fuck a hater, fuck a cop.
Gang shit, you know what it is. Free the guys, we still holding it down. Bitch, bag out the bag, nigga, what up?
Every that, like a hater, fuck a cop.
We in your city.
Monroe, man, we headed to we headed to Monroe Lake Charles.
In your city.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, for C5, he would have to be arrested before things start to take off for TBG. A confidential informant led to his arrest for being a felon in possession of a firearm. It alleged that an agent was contacted by a lieutenant named Eric Jones of East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office, who indicated that a confidential informant was willing to purchase 6 grams of heroin from the defendant, aka C5. Prior to the purchase of the drugs, the CI was searched for money or contraband and outfitted with an audio and video recording device. The CI was given $600 in cash and directed the purchase of heroin from the defendant. Thereafter, the CI entered an apartment located 1155 South Fork Drive, Building 3, apartment 1020, and after approximately 4 minutes, exited the apartment and drove to the prearranged meeting location, whereupon he gave officers Nicholas Dickler and Paul Marion, the recording devices, and a clear plastic bag containing a substance that was later determined to be heroin. The CI was under surveillance for the entirety of the operation. Other than 4 minutes he was inside the apartment. The CI was showing a photo of the defendant, recognized the defendant, and told investigators that the defendant was the one who sold him the heroin. Now we'll later get back to his release and what he had to say since being released. But in the main between time, that same year, G Money and NBA Youngboy would have a falling out, allegedly over NBA Youngboy's sister. Now G Money would later release a diss track, but shortly after, in September 10th, 2017, 4K Trey Ben 10 older brother would be arrested for killing G Money while he was leaving outside of a studio. He was shot in the back of the head. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family.
Say, Lil, when you know you ain't living like that, man, you get a deal and you done turn to a killer. When you start doing all that, man, you know you ain't cut like that, man. You know TBG been your muscle, boy. And the same nigga you talking about usually don't live in jail, wherever they at, man. That's the same nigga ran you out of Nouveau in the city, man. Yeah, you remember Will? Yeah, Will's out there. Yeah, you remember you ran out that store, man. You know what's happening with us, man. You hear me? Real shit. And I'm living out shit, you hear me? Everything you got with a deal, I got this shit without a deal, man. You hear me? You know, 30 plus on my neck with no deal, nigga. Yeah, for real. Driving in $100,000 coupes and shit, man. Yeah, with no deal, boy. You better stop playing and stay in your place, son. Bitch ass nigga. And when you throw a shot at me on that shit, man, don't be on there talking all this slick shit. Yeah, in the bang, man, on the way home, bitch. You know what's happening. Yeah, and quick. You know what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, in that city you had just came to, and you came to Monroe and nigga tried to snatch your chain, I had just left that bitch, man. Nigga ain't play with me out there. Yeah. Feel you. Switched up, I can't feel you. You a bitch, I know the real you. You should run a son, I can't kill you.
Police are looking into a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a local rapper. Police say someone shot and killed 22-year-old Garrett Burton on Dallas Street around 1:20 last night.
22 years old. 22.
Burton performed under the name G Money. Right now, police have not named any suspects or motive. If you can help police or have any tips, you can report them anonymously to Crime Stoppers. That number 344-STOP. And remember, your tip could lead to a cash reward.
To also take a loss of their own shortly after, in 2018, some would say a male role model in NBA Youngboy life would lose his life outside of his aunt's house. His name is Desmond Hartnett, aka Big Dump, or A1 Big Dump. He was shot and killed in May of 2018, just before 6 p.m. on a Friday evening near Narren Drive in Baton Rouge. He was speaking with friends and family outside a home when a car pulled up and opened fire. A woman was also shot, but she survived with non-life-threatening injuries. NBA Youngboy later paid a tribute to him in a song, Letter to Dump, which was released in December of 2022.
Oh, Desmond. Hold on, oh my.
Now in the same year, Big Dump would lose his life in 2018. Another TBG member would come home, and some say best friends with G Money, Fredo Bang. Instantly, he came home and made a hit dedicating the track to his brother called Father, after doing 2 years in jail for an attempt murder, all while the CEO is still incarcerated due to a confidential informant.
My dog gone, now I'm living for his daughters. I know you would be right here if I wouldn't have caught them charges.
But that same year in 2018, TBG would take another blow. Boulevard Quick, a young man who went to social media to disrespect NBA Youngboy's mother.
Yeah, man, fuck Youngboy, mom. Tell me shit about that bitch. That bitch can eat a big long. I'm talking about so long that bitch go through her and any daughter she ever had. And any daughter she dream about making. Fuck that hoe. Yeah, man. That bitch can get out of my say what she won't say about me. She hollering, fuck me, bitch. You look like a man, though. You look like a punk. Talking about, I ain't first. I speaks on everything. Boy, if that nigga mama just play with me first, fuck that hoe.
But shortly after that live, Boulevard Quick born Ashton Wells was shot and killed on November 26, 2018.
That's crazy. Now that's crazy right there. Like, shortly after the live?
He was found near building number 2 of the Lakeside Villa Apartments on the 2400 block of Weldwood Drive in Baton Rouge. Police responded to reports of gunfire around 12:30 and found Wells with multiple gunshot wounds. Witnesses reported hearing 5 to 6 shots and seeing the suspect flee in the nearby woods. May he rest in peace. Love and condolences to his family.
One person was killed. We're going to take a look at the map to show you where this happened.
Lakeside Villas Apartments right there. That's right near Weldwood Drive, next to I-12 there in Millerville Road in that region right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the video of the scene. We don't know a lot about the shooting right now, but we did see officers and a coroner van on the scene here. We do know one person is dead. That victim's name has not been released. I don't have any other details on a suspect or a motive at this point, so that's pretty much all the information we have.
Now, it was allegedly more murders after that, but the ones that's public, that people know about, fast forward to 2022, TBG would take another loss. After Seven Hardaway, real name Stanley Wright, 33 years old, local-based rapper in Baton Rouge, connected to TBG, was shot and killed on the night of September 20 of 2022 in what police described as a targeted gang-related attack. The shooting happened at around 8 p.m. at Sherwood Place Apartments just off Kersey Boulevard. The East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office said Seven Hardaway was 33 years old. The department said Wednesday the deputies suspected he was specifically targeted in the shooting. They also noted that, according to social media, he went by the name Seven Hardaway and was an associate to Top Boy Gorilla Group, and that was important, because then authorities assumed that this had something to do with the ongoing beef between TBG and 4K Trey. They noticed several photos showed Wright alongside well-known rapper Lil Yoshi and Fredo Bang, who also have ties to the group and have been linked to violent ongoing feuds that resulted in multiple shootings. Lil Yoshi, real name Yoshi Edwards, pled guilty in 2022 for two separate gang-related shootings that happened in 2019 and 2020. Edwards was sentenced to 15 years in prison as part of a plea deal.
Breaking tonight, one person dead after a shooting on Sherwood Common Boulevard in Baton Rouge. Emergency officials tell us they found the body when they arrived at the scene. As we learn more details, we'll provide them to you on our website at WBRZ.
Now, the moves that was made by the NBA/4K Trey and TBG camps afterwards draw eyebrows, because the following month they decided to come together and do a Christmas giveaway in their hometown. Now, NBA YoungBoy didn't show up. He was on house arrest, but OG3 was in attendance, as well as Herm for the NBA crew. Some say they don't know if it was genuine or was that just a throw off for the feds.
Why is the camera so zoomed in?
I know it's hard times out here, so we trying to help y'all out, make sure y'all kids have something for Christmas. We also missing a lot of rappers in the city and rap labels. Trillion T, Mouse on the Track, Webby, Boosie, Level. We need all y'all rappers pull up and pass one toy out, you heard me? Don't be too gangster for the kids, you feel me? Pull up, pass the toy, give a smile, go about your day. I just felt like I should say this one more time.
Now, at this point, NBA YoungBoy is one of the biggest artists in the world, but Fredo Bang wasn't doing too bad for himself as well. TBG had a gold record under their label, with Fredo Bang featuring Lil Durk top with over 92 million views on YouTube alone.
My mama was stubborn. I can't walk by faith. Every day I wake up to some brand new hate.
Now, at this point, C5, Cleezy 5 that is, seeing all these murders, back-to-back losses for TBG, but now gaining success as a household name. In 2024, he gets released, and in his first interview, of course, he was asked about NBA YoungBoy, and that's what he had to say.
Like another thing, I seen the picture, it was all y'all together, and YoungBoy was in the picture. Was he ever with TBG? Like, break that down.
I mean, it's a few pictures. I'm pretty sure you saw the one with the TBG hood, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
right
about.
There.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? YoungBoy definitely was TBG, you heard me? My partner Yates,
What are we supposed to be
you heard
looking
me?
at?
Shout out to my childhood.
Yo, why is this thing so zoomed in? Like, zoom out, brother.
Good friend, you heard me?
Yeah.
Derek, you know what I'm saying? Yates discovered him, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, Yates had the dude, the kid since he was like 11 or 12, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yates, all us TBG, you know what I'm saying? But, you might go get an artist and have him, you know what I'm saying? But everything's still TBG, you know?
Yeah.
But Yates had him, you know what I'm saying? For like 2 years before I even met him, you know? Yates was telling me about him, you know? But I just ain't never get to, you know what I'm saying, bump into him.
Okay.
So once we bump, you heard me? Shit, once we bump, Kid fell in love with me, you know, he round now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we all one. We was one before he bumped if Yates had him, but I'm just saying. Once he come around me, he, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was, you know.
Fast forward to 2026, things will start to look up for Cleezy. C5 will lose weight, start going to the gym daily. And 3 days ago, he posted a picture of Lit Yoshi and wrote, "We stand tall through it all. Free Lit Yoshi, TBG for life." But just 3 days later, April 29, 2026, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, police will say an investigation is underway after a shooting at a gym. The body was found at around 12:15 p.m. broad daylight. Social media later confirmed the victim was C5. May he rest in peace and level condolences to his family. Makes you wonder, is this the ongoing beef or just random karma?
The EBR coroner is working to learn more after a shooting at a fitness center. The EBR coroner is on the scene of a shooting at a fitness center. BRPD say that the body was found in the parking lot of Gain God Fitness on the corner of Woodcrest Drive and Greenwell Springs Road. The name of the victim has not been released. No word on any possible suspects in this investigation. You can keep up as we learn more on the 9 News app.
When you really sit back and look at it, with the last known co-founder of TBG now gone, and so many others tied to that movement either losing their lives to gun violence or sitting behind bars during real time, it makes you wonder, are we witnessing the end of an era? Because at one point, that name carried weight in the streets and in music. Now fast forward to today, and it's a completely different picture. With Fredo Bang being one of the last faces still carrying that name, still holding it down on the music side, the question becomes, is this the final chapter, or is this just another transition in a story that's already taken so much? Because if this story showed us anything, it's that the streets don't come with a retirement plan. No clean exit, no matter how much money you make, no matter how big the platform get. What comes with it don't always leave with you. And that's really the reality behind all this. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. Is this the end of TBG as we know? Or does his name still live on? This was the story for the street hustler turned CEO, build a brand while incarcerated, being gunned down, leaving the gym less than 2 years from being released from prison. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on
another senseless act of violence that I feel. I don't know if he was still in the streets, if he still was dibbling dabbling, if people just came back to get him when they, you know. It's just always sad. It's always a sad story. Always. Rest in peace to him and his family. I was often to say rest in peace to him though. Like seriously.